Don Allen Richardson reckons it's the best side he's seen this year, or against his Saints in a game. Is it the best Adelaide's played?
I was really happy with how we played tonight. I thought it was a mature performance from our guys. We've come off a couple of good wins in the last 2 weeks, and it was really important that we continued to play the way we've been playing and build on that. And I thought the guys did that tonight, and to win all 4 quarters, to start the way we did, said we're moving in the right direction.
What do you reckon really stood out in terms of the things you want to see in that total football, that Adelaide football, that really were nailed tonight?
Oh, it wasn't one thing in particular. It was, again, we built on a real even contribution from our group. We saw that again tonight. And you get some players within that who'll play well and stand out, but then others are still contributing really strongly. Along with the phases of our game, I thought we were good in the contest. I thought some of our ball movement at times was really sharp. And our team defence continues to, we continue to sort of improve in that area as well.
The inside 50s in the first quarter were phenomenal, particularly a return from them. Why did they work so well this time?
Oh, it's part of it's to do with just connection and volume. I mean, we were able to get the game played in our half early, or pretty much for a lot of the night we got the game in our half, and when you do that with some of our forwards and our capacity to connect, it creates opportunities, and we saw that in the first quarter.
Given the competitiveness of St Kilda, they had some injury worries and stuff like that. Things were coming pretty easy for the Crows. Does that sort of speak more of the maturity of that performance then, given that it would have been easy to sort of coast home?
Yeah, a little bit. I think we spoke about it, after, say, the last quarter last week against GBS, where I thought we played really well for 3 quarters, and then probably just went away from the way we wanted to play, and that was the part tonight that made me quite happy, was that we were able to sustain our effort in the contest and the way we wanted to play for the whole game.
Tom, can you tell us about Matt Crouch's story to this game, and when he gets told he's playing, and then that first quarter of his?
Yeah, look, he was. We were really always keen to get Matt, back into the side, but the side was performing, so his opportunity came tonight, and he really seized it with both hands. I could sense before the game that he was excited to get the run, and clearly understood the need to perform as well, and he brought that from the first bounce, which was great.
So when did he know he was playing?
He would have known yesterday.
Thompson serious or?
No, look, with Tomo, he just was generally sore, and I've said all along that there's a likelihood at some stage that we'd have to manage him a bit on the way through. And look, he's 33, he's played some great footy for us, and so it was having Matt there made it a little bit easier, because you get a sort of a like for like. But Tomo's fine.
What does Matt need to do? What are you sort of looking for him to add to his game? He kills it on the inside all the time, but is it more the outside stuff, or what's his plan?
Oh, look, his great strength is his inside work, so we need him to bring that consistently, and he continues to work on areas of his game that we're identifying with him, and but he's part of what we're trying to achieve with a number of guys we can play through the midfield, with the right balance of guys who can win it inside, and then guys who can help on the outside as well.
We saw a lot of that tonight. Was that as even a contribution across the board as you've seen for quite some time? Oh,
look, that's not dissimilar to some of the contributions we've had in games we've played well in this year. So we continue to. The guys understand quite clearly. We don't rely on one player to get it done. We want to be a side that can, because if one guy gets shut down, someone else has got to carry that load. So as I said, tonight was another good example of how we want to play.
Don, it's tormented every football coach and every player since the game began. Set shots and returns, so it's less than 50% tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a thought on why that's happening to you?
There's no real thought on why. It's probably just one of those areas we keep working away on. I mean, I think, as I said during the week, there's a lot of areas in footy that you just keep working and keep trying to improve, and set shots is another one. Tonight wasn't our best night, so we acknowledge that, and we'll identify it, do some work on that, whether it's routine, whether it's psychology. We'll talk to the players involved and try and improve it.
Is there still a battle to get enough time to do that?
No, we've got goal kicking. We've got goal kicking pretty much in every one of our sessions. I think it's just one of those things. History tells me that you're likely to come out next week possibly and kick 10-5 from set shots. That's just the nature of the game and how it flowed. And tonight wasn't a good night for us from a goal kicking viewpoint.
Did you note something about last quarters that came to mind, or did you hope tonight that if you just reminded them of that last quarter last week that they would stay focused on what you wanted from them?
Oh, for me, it's more every quarter. I mean, there was no particular focus tonight and the last quarter. For us, it was more, again, continuing how we play. I mean, guys are starting to build a really clear picture of how we play our footy. And it's important, regardless of the scoreboard, that we don't go away from that, whether we're in front or behind. And, you know, again, in the last quarter, we were able to win our share at the contest, and that gave us some ball, which gave us some field position. So that's what we focused on.
Just a blood nose or any broken nose or anything like that, or?
With Brownie?
Yeah.
I don't know with Brownie. He came off the blood rule, but he's pretty much right straight away. So I don't know if it was a blood nose or.
I know you just got rid of one game, but does the next one carry a bit of extra significance given the opponent and venue and your inside knowledge and that sort of stuff?
Yeah, well, look, it's a great challenge. It's one we're up for. That's the beauty of this comp, is that every week provides a different challenge, and you know, West Coast at Subi Oval is a significant challenge. They're last year's grand finalists. Obviously, I've got history there and have some knowledge of the players and bits and pieces, but for us, it'll be a game where we understand what we need to bring. We've got 6 days into next Saturday night, and we'll get ready for it, and we'll plan, and we'll recover, and we'll get ready to play.
You've done it before as an assistant coach. Does it become an emotional night for you because you're back in your home ground against your home team, so to speak?
Oh, I wouldn't say it's an emotional night. It certainly won't be about me this week. It was going to be about our team and our guys and going across to get a win. So, look, I've obviously got a lot of people I've known for a long period of time who are associated with the West Coast Footy Club. So it'll be some familiar faces to catch up, but make no doubt we'll go over there. I'll go over there looking for 4 points.
So you don't think you'll get the Ryan Crowley reception at the end?
Sorry, I didn't
cheered
know.
off at standing
Cheered
ovation.
off. I'm not sure I've ever been cheered off at Subi, but
Thanks, guys.
thanks, guys.
Thanks.